Hi, thank you for joining me for Speaking Spirit. This is India Lee, intuitive reader and coach, and every week I am feeling into the messages with you for the week ahead. And this week we have the new moon in the sign of Aquarius. And this new moon is definitely bringing some new opportunities, but these aren't just new opportunities that you are moving into like you've moved into new opportunities in the past. These are new opportunities that you've drawn in, that you've asked for specifically. When I say specifically, I mean there are very specific energies that you have been calling in, that you have been vibrating with, and now the doors are opening that match those vibrations. So even if you don't know specifically what you've been asking for opportunity-wise, you do know the vibration you've moved into. You do know the ways that you've changed, the things that you are now ready for that you weren't ready for before, that it just wasn't time for. You are a new you in so many ways after we've come out of Mercury in retrograde and Venus in retrograde, and so much reflection over these past few weeks. And that was just sort of the tail end of this phase of transformation you've been through. And you now have emerged from your chrysalis, and you're ready for those opportunities that are coming to you as a butterfly. You know, you've explored plenty as the caterpillar that was driven by mind, that was driven by ego, that was living according to the rules of society, ancestry, institutions, what you were taught. And now you've transformed into this butterfly, and you're ready to learn, okay, what does a butterfly do? You know, where does a butterfly go? What opens up for me now that I'm a butterfly? And your ego, your mind, might try at times to go back to the caterpillar ways, but you're going to find that when you even try to do that, it just doesn't work anymore. So it won't take you very long to realize, oh, that door doesn't even fit me anymore. I have these wings now. I'm a butterfly. How could I even fit through that door? And so now that we're in these Aquarius New Moon energies, use these energies to align with, yes, I'm ready to move through those doors that fit me as the butterfly that I am now. I'm ready to explore those things. And they're much more expansive than what I could explore in my old form. And the key is going to be patience and compassion with yourself as you move into these new things, as you even try to open to these new things, because it's very challenging to move into what we have no frame of reference for. I mean, really think about what it's like to be that caterpillar who is suddenly a butterfly. On some level, you know who you are. On some level, that caterpillar knows, oh, I'm a butterfly now and I do butterfly things. But it's definitely not going to be able to draw from its experience in the physical life it's lived so far. That knowledge is not going to serve that creature anymore. And your old knowledge is not going to serve you where you're going. Although on some level, that whole time, you knew you were always coming here. And you knew you'd arrive here. And you knew that once you got here, you would be shown what to do, and you would somehow just know. It's just a different kind of knowing. It's not a knowing that you were ever taught by another human, right? So, vibrating with, aligning with these opportunities. Okay, so let's feel into the messages for this week for each sign of the zodiac. Starting with Aries. You're going to feel into what your guides would like you to know, and keep in mind with the signs that this could be your sun sign, your moon sign, or your rising sign. And if you need any help figuring any of that out, just let me know. Okay. All right, so Aries. Aries, this week you may really be feeling that mental block as the caterpillar who's now the butterfly. You are going to be feeling this new solidness within yourself this week. You're going to be noticing the ways that the support and resources and things you need are there for you. It's going to be undeniable that it's there for you. But your mind is a bit, the gates on your mind are a bit rusty. And they're just a bit stuck in what was, or what they've known. And that's okay. The key is going to be for you to just surrender as much as you can to what is. Not to what was, but to what is. So this is a week to look around and ask yourself, okay, I know my mind is not fully open, but what am I being shown? What is my reality showing me? Because one thing you're really good at, Aries, is taking things as they are. You don't really sugarcoat. You don't really delude yourself. And just because things are good and looking good for you, you can accept that as it is too. It doesn't matter that it doesn't match what your mind says is possible, does it? Okay. So next is Taurus. What is the message for Taurus for this week? Okay. For Taurus. What would you like for Taurus to know, Spirit? Oh, I was pulling 3 cards, but 4 cards want to come out for you. You get a bonus card. What is that? Okay. Nice. Taurus, this is beautiful. You have a lot of wands here, and wands are a spirit energy. They are your soul feeling excited, feeling awakened, feeling the possibilities. You feel those possibilities. And you can sense that success can be yours. You can step into these things. You are seeing some ways that you've been drawing in, that you've been manifesting success, and you know that it's within reach. The key this week for you is going to be to let go of any drama. Drama, can take the form of things going on with other people, and it can also be drama in your own mind. It can be the drama of childhood memories, and that's different from trauma. There's very real trauma. But I'm talking about the stories that maybe have been coming back and interfering with what's actually happening now. Things that you might be telling yourself, Taurus, that just aren't true. So for every thought you have that doesn't feel quite right or that feels like drama, that triggers a bit of a unsafe feeling within you, ask yourself, is this true? Is it true? Or is this a story? And when I look around, it looks like there's plenty of potential for me to be successful here. So why am I listening to this old story about myself? What good is that doing me? And really moving into your power with that. Ask your guides to help you see the good and the exciting and release any attachment to those old drama stories, okay? And next is Gemini. What are the messages for Gemini for this week? Thank you. For Gemini. Okay. Lots of signs getting the Queen of Wands, and you have the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands calls in what she wants. She's a magnet. She just knows that it's coming to her. She has no doubt. And that's what they're asking. Your guides are asking you to exercise that power, Gemini, and to know that the fuel for that power is your own joy. To know that when you are feeding yourself with what makes you feel joy, when you are allowing yourself to have this joy and to ask for it, to have the audacity to ask for what you want, to ask for more joy, to ask for things that make you feel this even more. Even though your ego, your mind really doesn't want you to do that. It's saying, don't ask, don't do it, don't do it. But when you follow that, when you honor that, the deep knowing within you that says, no, I do need to follow my joy. Follow what makes me feel that joy. Honor it. That is the path. That is my soul path. There's absolutely nothing wrong with it, and there's absolutely no reason for me to balk at that. When you honor it, you're going to get some wonderful surprises this week, Gemini. Okay? And next is Cancer. And what would you like for Cancer to know, Spirit, for this week? Cancer, this is going to be an especially important week for you to follow your guidance. To follow what you know is right for you, to listen to that guidance. You may feel tired this week, Cancer. You may feel a bit worn down and a bit weary. So this is an important week, Cancer, to let yourself play. Just give your brain a break, you know. You've been working very hard. You've been your guidance is telling you to take a break. So do it. Choose to rest. Choose to play. Choose to indulge yourself. You know, if you're weary, listen to it. Don't push through it. And if you're kind of weary of your life right now in a way, and your mind is just saying, I don't like this, I'm resisting this. Notice where your mind is resisting. And just take a day off. Take a day off from the resisting. And just say, you know what? Okay, these problems exist, I guess, maybe, in my mind's reality. But I'm going to take a day off from even thinking about them. You know, when you were a child, there might have been problems in your life. There might have been problems in your home, but many times you were able to just play and kind of not think about whatever they were. You might not have even had an awareness of what some of them were. Let yourself go there again, okay? This is an important week for that. It will lead you. It will lead you forward somewhere good next, okay? And now for Leo. Messages for Leo. Thank you. Ooh, Leo, you have the sun this week. This is going to be a very nice feeling week. Ooh, you have the sun again. That's the one that wants to come out. So the sun is about embracing all that feels good, all that is here for you. Seeing the ways that things that are right for you are being brought in a way that only Spirit, only Spirit knows you this well. Only your guides and your higher self know you this well to be able to bring in these things that are this right for you. Your personal, custom-made heaven on earth. In whatever delicious details that's being brought in for you this week. Enjoy that, savor that, and let it be easy. This is an easy week. You might just be taking it easy. Don't criticize yourself for that. Let yourself enjoy it. When there's a voice that says, this is too easy, I can't believe you're letting yourself take things this easy and enjoy things this much. Who is that voice? It's certainly not the divine, because the divine is the one who's bringing in all this goodness. So who is it? Okay. Enjoy. And next we have Virgo. The messages for Virgo for this week. Thank you. The Fool. Nice. Virgo, it feels like you... the Hermit too. Okay. So the Fool and the Hermit, you definitely are being given some time and space to reflect within yourself, to see. Spirit is coming to you, Virgo, and saying, hey, you need some time for you, and I have some things I want to show you. Spirit is saying, Virgo, I have some things I want to show you. So we're going to turn down the outside world for a while and come play with me, come spend time with me. Virgo, often you can be very focused on the things you're bringing to the world, the things you're bringing to those around you. This is a time for you. This is a week for you. So allow it to be. Allow yourself to just be, indulge that time for you, and know that exploring what's within you is the order of this week. So there is nothing else to be doing that's more important. Okay? Yeah, a big week for self-care for you, Virgo. Enjoy it. Enjoy it as much as you possibly can. Because Spirit's going to be revealing a lot to you about how much of your energy is spent on others. And that's not to say that that's not a good thing in many ways, but it can be enslaving in some ways. Okay? Meaning you're a person too. You're valid too. You deserve some of that good Virgo energy too, right? Yes. Okay. So next is Libra for this week. Libra. The Star. Okay. So the Star is... and the Queen of Cups. This is a very luxurious energy. This is a week where you're being very gentle on yourself. You're being very careful with yourself, not in a cautious way, but in a loving way. Careful, giving yourself care. Not in the, not in any trite way of self-care, but in care for yourself. Yeah. You are coming into a place where you realize, hey, I'm worth all of this wonderful care and goodness that I'm giving away all the time to other people. I get some too. It's like you've made a wonderful pie every day of your life and you've given all the pie away, and this is your week to go, I'm going to eat this pie. I'm going to eat it all. Just don't make yourself sick. But you know what? You won't do that either because you're being so caring and careful to yourself. You wouldn't even overindulge. You just, to the point where it wouldn't feel good, you just would go, oh, I'm honoring my own rhythms. I'm honoring what is right for me. I'm going to stop now, and I'm going to rest now, and I'm going to eat now, and I'm going to work now, and I'm going to move now. And you're just doing all that because you're listening to yourself. Good job. And you have surrender to creativity here as a message. So this is a week to really move with that flow and create with that flow. And don't let the mind, squeeze the juice out and put it in a glass and put it away from you. Put it in storage or in a pantry, or drink the juice. Drink that juice and enjoy what Spirit's creating through you right now. Okay? And next is Scorpio. For this week, what would you like for Scorpio to know? Scorpio, this is a week where you will feel and recognize the ways that you can tell that you are being moved into more long-term abundance, and that abundance being emotional abundance as well as financial, as well as material. It's very much emotional abundance, joy, knowing that when we were talking about the butterfly, you're now feeling yourself being moved into a whole new way of being that's much healthier, much more fulfilling, and much more balanced. And you are leaving behind this week, Scorpio, some degree of toxicity, some degree of something that really was not serving you, especially in relationships. And you're embracing that you want to be able to rely on yourself and someone else. You want to be able to have that. You don't want to be on a roller coaster forever, and you are stepping into a knowing that you can have this life that feels really good and really abundant. You do not have to be in this in anything that just doesn't feel harmonious. And this week will be a key week for surrendering anything that you can't control. Surrendering that to Spirit and saying, I do want this abundance and this solidness and this love and this joy in my life. I want that, and I don't want to be in these unhealthy dynamics, whatever they are, anymore. Okay? And just see what happens through the miracles that can happen with that surrender, with that hanged man release of trying to control anything. The serenity prayer, releasing the things you can't control and having the courage to change what you can, or let Spirit change what you're asking to be changed in your life, and you just flow with that. Okay? And next is Sagittarius. Sagittarius. This is a week of you putting down some heavy burdens, of you letting yourself put it down. You've been carrying it for so long. Why? Why do you have these weighty expectations on yourself? When do you get to receive? When do you get to ask for a new a new way? When do you get to put down these old things, particularly in relationship, that you have carried and held yourself true to, that don't feel true to you? So is this the week when you get to choose this new way that Spirit's bringing in? Just like Scorpio, you are letting some unhealthy and toxic dynamics go. You're not holding yourself to these anymore. There's some very harsh, unhealthy, people-pleasing expectations you've had on yourself, Sagittarius, and it's Spirit wants you to have some relief from those now, but you have to choose that. So you have the Strength card here. The Strength card is about leaning on Spirit to help you do the things you don't know how to do, help you do the things you don't think you have the strength to do specifically. So whatever this is that you are breaking the cycle of within yourself, within relationship, please don't try to do it on your own. Please ask your guides to help you, and they will. You deserve to be able to choose this new way. Okay? Beautiful. And now Capricorn. Messages for Capricorn for this week. For Capricorn, thank you, Spirit. Ooh, you have the Queen of Wands, Capricorn. The magnet is on. And you also have the 10 of Swords. And with the 10 of Swords, there are no more swords after 10. Swords are the suffering, the cycles of suffering that you've gone through. And, won't it be interesting? You have the World card here too, so that's like 10 of Swords in the World is a very significant ending of something that's repeated again and again and again and again and caused you suffering. Won't it be interesting, Capricorn, to see what you draw in as the Queen of Wands now? Because you've always been a powerful manifester. And if you were manifesting previously from this place where there always had to be suffering, there always had to be this repeating cycle, and that was the only way, and now that's over, what on earth might you be drawing in now? That's not that. It's going to be good. It's definitely going to be a surprise. It's going to be a mystery, right? And you have surrender to prayer. So this is about really talking openly to your higher self and to Spirit and saying, first of all, I'm grateful. I'm grateful that this old cycle is done. Thank you. And really letting yourself feel that. Thank you that suffering is over. And I do want to draw in these new things, these things that I've been waiting for all of my life. Please show me how to do that. Because Capricorn, if you try to just do it yourself, imagine it yourself, pull it in yourself, you'll be going on a very limited frame of reference, right? And when you pray, you are opening up that frame of reference. You're saying, thy will, not mine, because my will is very limited to what I know about that is possible. And what you know about that is possible has been this suffering. So an important mantra for you this week in prayer is, thy will, not mine. Please bring me what I've always been waiting for, and please show me how to draw it in and how to recognize it and how to move into it, because this is a powerful week for that for you with this new moon, Capricorn. And it's beautiful, okay? Next is Aquarius. This is the message for Aquarius. Okay. Aquarius this week, you are really, I see you kind of giving the middle finger to some kind of judging energy, some kind of self-judgment, something that has really made you feel eternally critiqued and judged and picked apart. And you are saying, hey, I don't really care what you think anymore. I'm not going to listen to that critical voice within my mind anymore. I'm trusting where Spirit is leading me. I don't have to, Aquarius, you're saying, I don't have to work so hard anymore to not be judged or to not do it wrong or to not it's like I'm seeing you, when you see a child like trying not to step on a crack on a sidewalk. They're just kind of tiptoeing around and being really careful. That's how I see you having walked through this last part of your life. And now you're saying, you know what? No. I'm going to just walk. I'm going to just run. I'm not going to worry about all of these things that I'm trying to avoid or not mess up or whatever. Just, you know what? If someone gets upset, let them get upset. If I get upset, let me get upset. I mean, that's what you're saying to yourself. You're ready to move into this new depth of healing, Aquarius. It's quite beautiful. Where you're just releasing all of the effort. And that's really good. Let Spirit take over. Okay, so good week for that. Beautiful. Good week for ease for you, Aquarius. And now Pisces. Pisces, what are the messages for Pisces for this week? Thank you. Okay. Wow, okay. So you have the Three of Swords, and then you have the Six of Wands. This is talking about you having victory over heartbreak. You having victory over heartache. You saying, you know what, my heart has been through some pain. And I can see now the ways in which some of this has actually served me. Maybe all of it has actually served me. And I couldn't see that before. Pisces, some of you receiving this message have been in a very toxic, unhealthy dynamic with someone where you've allowed yourself to be kind of tyrannized, kind of dominated. And you, when you move into your heart and you say, you know what, I deserve love. I deserve not to feel this restriction, this domination. I deserve to feel freedom and being loved and being treated well by myself and by the person who's reflecting everything to me. I do deserve that, and I'm going to claim it now, and I'm going to be victorious because Spirit is bringing it to me. So Pisces, this is a pretty profound week for you of realizing you don't need to be punished anymore. You never did need to be punished, by the way. And this is a big week of you realizing that and moving into healing, into a new way with that, particularly when it comes to love and relationships. So anything in love and relationship that feels unhealthy, that feels like, wow, this person has this power over me that doesn't feel good. But some voice inside of you has told you that you deserve that. That voice was not telling you the truth. Because what you deserve is love. That's what you give. And that's what you deserve. So please give it to you and let Spirit bring in the ways it's being reflected to you. The new ways that it's being reflected to you. Okay? I hope that these readings have served you and you have a wonderful week with this new moon in Aquarius. And I'd love to hear how these readings resonate for you. And we will connect again very soon. Bye.